And boop, we are live. Perfect. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the table.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
If you haven't seen it yet, go look up How Bad Can I Be? But every How Bad Can I Be? But every single time I say bad, it is a metal pipe clanging on the ground. It is incredible.
It hurts to listen
It's not
to.
great.
I'll have to listen to that.
10 hours of silence broken by a metal pipe clanging to the ground.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Wait, are we using the new program to listen to music? What are we doing?
Oh no, okay, my bad. Yeah, I was so late to that. We're just using the Discord.
Okay.
Oh, yay.
We will deal. This will be the last time that we ever deal with Discord ads. We're moving to a new software after. I'm gonna set it up, test it. This coming couple weeks that we're gonna be off.
Sounds good.
Drew, you talk a big game about killing your NPCs and your PCs, but you won't do it.
That's true. Also, I'm lagging real bad in the Zoom. Unpin me. I'm lagging so
Okay.
hard.
It's okay. There's a literal apocalypse outside your door.
Yes.
It was
Right.
so bad your table couldn't take it.
We are filming this right now. Yep.
It's wild because we live 10 minutes away from each other, Drew, and it's just like a light, pleasant drizzle. Right?
I'm gonna die in an hour.
God is angry with you, Drew.
No, fully. It's like the complete
What
apocalypse.
did you do?
I exist. I guess. I don't know.
Mother
God is
Nature was
mad.
like, you better get Kill Auto off the bounty board.
Wait, to date this stream, have you all been catching up with the person that escaped a prison in Pennsylvania?
Yes, I do know about that. Yeah.
Was that the one that got found by that dog, or was that a different one?
Different
Oh
guy.
no, this is a different guy. He's
So,
still out there.
This Brazilian psychopath, Spider-Man climbed his way
Oh, yeah,
up
I
a
saw
wall,
that.
escaped. He's been on the lam for like what?
Over a week, I think.
Over a week. Okay, yeah.
I think so.
Every time they spot him on like security cameras, he has more stuff. So he's just like robbing cars and houses and things. He hasn't killed anybody else yet, which is good.
I just think the funny thing is this man is 5 foot. He is literally 5 foot. He is a short king, and he's doing all of this.
Short King represent.
Imagine you're
If
getting
he
like.
can do it, so can you.
No, for real.
Exactly. Short Kings, don't let your height stop you.
From escaping
Grand
prison.
Theft Auto, go for it.
Don't just escape prison. Go on a rampage.
But the thing is they found there was a thing that came out recently that back in November, I believe someone escaped the same prison,
Doing the
exact
same
way he
thing.
did.
The police are useless. The police are useless.
Anyway,
But
just
yeah,
had to date the stream, you know.
Another way to date it, Coco Gauff won the U.S. Open.
Oh yeah,
Yes, she did.
Coco, who? What?
love it.
She's an American tennis player.
Oh,
she's
19?
so good.
she's 19 and she just won the U.S. Open.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
Coco, if you ever want to play D&D,
hit us up.
hit us up.
Yeah, exactly.
My mom and my sister watched the U.S. Open. They went to it live, and they were like, "It
Oh,
was
that's
so good."
awesome.
That's all. That's super
so
cool. Moss's
Yeah.
mom and sister.
It's
If you
like
ever want
a
to play D&D
tradition.
with us, hit us up.
I guarantee you, neither of them watched this show. They love me very much. I want that to be clear, but they are too busy.
It's okay.
That's fair. That is fair.
Very fair.
Understandable. Yeah, she's 19. They interviewed her, and they're not after she won, but like after she won a different match. They were like, "What are you gonna do?" She's like, "I don't know. I'm gonna go home, watch some anime."
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I love that.
He's just like me for real.
For
She
real,
just
for
like
real.
me, for real, for real.
Hell yeah.
Celebs, they're just like us.
They watch anime. They win golf tournaments.
Tennis.
It's tennis.
Okay.
Her last name is golf.
It's okay. It's okay. The only sport Drew knows is golf, so it's okay.
Okay, here's the thing. The reason that I said that is because the U.S. Open is also known as a golf tournament.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's confusing.
Okay.
I feel like does it change locations every year? Or is it
No.
the
I think
tennis
it's always
one?
in
No.
New York.
no, the golf one.
The golf one? Yes, I think so.
Oh.
Says the person who knows nothing about golf.
Wait. I'm sorry. I googled U.S. Open Golf 2023, and one of the recent news headlines is a man who's the picture he's holding his this. And anyone being that distressed about golf is just really funny. Wait, I'm gonna send a screenshot.
It's probably someone who was playing, because golf, you have to be like stuck silent when they're hitting the balls.
It can be very stressful.
It tickled me a lot for a reason I don't really know. But
Why'd you hit it in the water? It's just...
You hit it. I know I hit it in the water.
We're having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's fun. We're having fun.
Hold on.
We should make that the thumbnail. Or like,
I'll put
I
it
don't
in
know
one
how
of the
Twitch-
boxes.
Oh yes, please
There you
do.
go.
Not the Irish Open.
I don't know how Twitch works. Can we make that one of our reacts when we get to a certain point?
Our first emote is a random golf guy.
Yeah, it's
Rory
McIlroy.
McIlroy.
McIlroy
Yeah.
Okay.
disappoints at Irish Open. It's Vincent Norman blows past field. It's Norman with 2 R's.
Blows
Norman.
past field.
Norman.
Okay. But yes, but speaking of fun, we're having fun. We all want to play some D&D. Any other announcements before we get going? No. No.
Nah.
No. And no? Okay.
Nah.
Then why don't we hop into the
Hump?
fuck, Jesus, goddamn it, fuck. Why don't we why don't we
Heyo.
hump into the harbor, and then we will see what's good. We will see
Hump
what
into the harbor.
hump into the harbor and see what good times we can have. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay. Then everybody, please join me for a deep and cleansing breath. We can hop right in. Please join me. And with that, we can begin. And everything after the breath is canon. And we have no time to waste. You guys only have 1 day and 1 night until the Battle of the Bards commences. There is a laundry list of to-dos that we have to do before the Battle of the Bards. As, you know, whether it's discussed in-game or out-of-game, you guys are leaving the Arbor immediately after you guys win the Battle of the Bards. We pick up almost immediately after her receives that letter from Sin to Pleasure delivered by Big Romeo. And I'm just going to kind of kind of like above table just a little bit. Fast forwarding your tattoo is completed. I believe it's like your masquerade tattoo. What was it again?
Yes, it is. My masquerade tattoo.
Masquerade tattoo.
It's the wings coming out from, because I have that ship
From the skull,
with
yeah.
The skull, and after the skull is the wings.
Absolutely, got you. No problem at all. You're able to take that letter, and I'm just gonna ask people right now. What are we doing tonight? So I know that going to the dam is probably high on the list. What is being done first?
Do we take a long rest?
And everybody here is able to take a long rest, but you do not level up. You'll be doing that after the Battle of the Bards. Make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. Yes. Then I'll just say, like, you guys are able to awaken, and again, the festival is still raging, and I was able to find this again. Shout out to Bardify, quirky combat, absolutely excellent music. Excellent playlist, highly recommend them, because the festival is going on, and this is going to be a session of just chaos. So, what are we doing first and foremost?
I guess business first. We should check out the dam first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See
Okay.
how that's going.
Dam first. You guys are able to wake up. Or is the Duke and Rahi going to come with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Duke and Rahi going with you. Otto will just keep hanging there, or Otto will actually just leave and go find his people in preparation for the Battle of the Bards.
Otto, you should go check out the Triple S Tavern and meet our good friend Joe Jagger while you're there.
They'll kill me as soon as I step inside of
Oh
there.
yeah, I forgot.
They will.
Right.
He is banned there.
Yeah, I forgot. Never mind.
Yeah.
But I think if you can I think it'd be good for Mr. Jabber to get some vitamin D. So maybe you could persuade him to come outside and see you.
You want me to stand outside of the Triple S and just yell inside to have him come out?
Yes.
Yes.
Give me a persuasion roll. Go ahead.
Can I wait? Who's rolling, me or her?
Both of you roll. Both of you
Okay.
roll.
Persuasion?
Yes.
19.
19?
16.
16? He's like, what a fine idea! Looks to Cowrie and goes, some proper heckling to begin the day.
Always good.
Exactly.
Early bird gets
Heckled!
more heckled, yeah.
Exactly. Well, then I am going to go and just scream for Joe Jabber outside of the tavern then.
Oh, and Captain,
Yes?
if you get a hard time while you're there, tell them I sent you.
Otto kind of like he goes a little bit slack. He picks up his eye patch and he goes, well, there may be hope for you as a pirate yet. And then he puts his eye patch down and then excuses himself unless there's anything else anybody else wants to say.
Enjoy your time.
Otto just through a window. He'll be fine. Six-story
Right,
drop.
we're in a pit.
Yeah, he just starts floating. He'll be fine. Don't worry about him. With all of that. Hard cut. Anything else that wants to be done in the towing and bowing before you guys get going?
So
Many rhymes.
Do we want to leave Delilah here or just like have her take her with us?
Probably take her with us.
Fucking Well, Cow is like, she shouldn't go anywhere.
Well, we're competing in the Battle of the Bards with her. We can come back for her, or when she wakes up, can you tell her where to meet us?
I mean, yeah, like we're basically like right above like the stadium right now. So yeah.
Can I look down to see if I can see the stadium?
Yeah, you sure, yeah, give me a perception check.
I just painted. Why did I do this? I just painted my nails.
Use the digital dice.
That doesn't count. It wasn't in the box. I should have counted it. God damn it. 8.
No, and all you are able to see is Otto, hands and legs wild like a skydiver, as he's just plummeting to the ground.
Is he gonna be okay?
You're able to watch his sword be dry. You're able to hear him cry out, "Damnation!" His sword ignites, and he pierces it into one of the palm leaves and begins burning it and dragging himself down to the ground.
Otto's always okay. Somehow.
He seems like a man his age. I think he's survived much. Seen much.
He's arrived Phoebe.
How?
But it's better not to ask questions about the man like Otto Wavebreak. It's easier for your mind.
Okay.
So Cow, is it all right? Is it all right if our companion stays here?
Yeah, of course. Well, again, she's still bleeding. She's like, her wounds aren't healed yet, but you know, I've just kind of like fruit mashes and things. I've just kind of been feeding her a little bit just to like make sure she's okay when the chicken isn't pecking me. So yeah.
We very much appreciate it. When she wakes, if you could just tell her that we told you to meet us at the Battle of Bards, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
Thank you.
Of course. Thank you, Olive. And yeah, Delilah's gonna be taken care of.
Can I? Yes, I'm gonna do it. Could I cast Speak with Animals on Dew?
Yes. I need to get a document up right now. I also need to change the music.
Oh no!
Music.
Yeah, because we're going to the dam anyway. I'm going to look up. What am I going to look up?
We about to get chicken lore.
What is the document again? Was.
Oh, while you're doing that, I will inform the group about the dream Olive had last night. I met Otto's gay son. He showed up
Wait, was he like really flamboyant, or is that just like a?
Well, I assume he said he knew Otto and his other son as well. So I assume this was one of the gay sons.
Okay.
I shouldn't say it like that. His name was Doug. He was very nice. He was very intelligent, and he made an introduction in my dreams. And he will be arriving soon and could be a valuable resource for anything we want to know. He seems like he knows a lot.
Oh.
And
Okay.
he just showed up in your dreams?
He's a very powerful wizard, so I imagine that's how he was able to do it. It didn't feel like an infringement on privacy. It was more impressive and shocking than anything else. He seems to have good intentions.
What did
And
he
he's-
want to
and-
know?
wanted to meet me. Wanted to make a formal introduction before we saw each other in person. And he's aligned with Otto, and he seems a lot more calmer than him. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Just want you all to know in case I describe what he looks like. In case someone like him approaches us. As far as I know,
that's a pretty milk bread kind of man. Pretty standard white dude.
I mean, we get a lot of those around here, too. So
Yeah. Mud just looks at his own arms and body. Pot meat kettle.
And okay. And Mud, you want to cast Speak with Animals on Dew.
Yes.
And this will be the last thing that we do before you guys walk over the dam. Sound good?
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Absolutely awesome. Switch to the music. Got an advertisement. It's okay. I expected this.
I got an ad for I don't know what this is. Torva?
Don't shout him out. I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
They don't deserve our advertising space.
They don't have eyes and ears everywhere.
Mud.
Are dozens of watchers.
Mud. You cast Speak with Animals on Dew. You're able to kind of, you have animalistic tendencies. You were able to kind of mimic the biology of basically like an orangutan. Your arms get a little bit longer and you're able to kind of climb up and just get right where Dew is, where Delilah is wrapped up with Dew sitting on top of her. What do you say to Dew as you kind of cast this spell?
Hi there. My name is Mud. You should just so you know, we're gonna come back if your person wakes up. We're gonna come back. And also the bird man over there is just helping your bud out, so you don't need to peck him. I mean, you can if you want. You're your own person, but...
Now... Give me 1 second for Dew. I'm gonna make a roll. I'm gonna say in this first sentence here, Speak with Animals has been cast, but Dew is not aware that you can understand what they say back to you. And so the first sentence that Dew says in return is, "Another stupid fucking pirates, of course." And you are able to hear an Alatush accent as Dew speaks to you. As Dew then says, "Hopefully somebody at some point will be able to understand me. But for now, fuck you, smelly man." And Dew shakes her wings at you.
Kind of pats her head and says, "You know I can hear you, right?"
Sacre bleu. And immediately the flat... and Dew immediately gets as close to you as humanly possible.
Clumping, Christ.
What? You can understand me?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just imagining a chicken being like right here.
Yes, everybody else is able to see as like Dew, it seems like audibly is freaking out right now.
Yeah. What are you not supposed to be a chicken? What's going on here?
Do you have no idea? You saw the Alatush assassins attacking Delilah. Do you not know? Do you not know the story?
No, she hasn't told us anything.
Delilah, no, I can understand why. You must get me away from this woman. You must free me.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. That is wait, me make a persuasion check?
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a 17.
Okay. Here, hop on.
I don't mean, and I mean, Dew and hops up onto your shoulder and goes, "You said your name was Mud, correct?"
Yeah.
So what I need, we have a problem, okay? What do you know? What has the Duke LaCroix told you? What has Hubert told you, I mean?
His name is Hubert? Hang on, sorry, my alarm went off.
I know that he is calling himself Duke LaCroix. But I saw Hubert and I started freaking out. I was hoping that he could maybe take me, and I don't know why I mean,
yes. he's right over there. Do you want to, like, have a conversation with him?
No, the cocksucker cannot understand me, no!
I can understand you.
I am aware of that, yes. I need passage back to Alatur as soon as possible.
Oh. Hey, listen, this got way more involved way quicker than I thought it would. So, like, well, also, ouch, feelings, you call me a fucking pirate. Anyways,
You are a pirate,
What?
but that
Okay.
means that you are motivated by money, and that means that I can pay you when I get back to my family in Alatur.
I mean, I don't want money, but, like, if you're an actual animal, I'll help you out, because...
No, I'm not an actual animal. I am a person that will turn into an animal.
Oh. Why?
Why? Because the Delilah, you have seen the magic she is able to cast. Do you not truly understand? And I need you to make an opposed Arcana check for me right now.
You're gonna get turned into a chicken.
I actually need to very quickly.
Another 8.
It's an 8? Okay.
Yeah.
Your coin.
Somehow, some way, I only got a 7. That is insane.
Why? Was this like a big roll? Wait.
The conversation can continue with Do. As Do keeps talking to you and goes, then, pirate, what motivates you if not for money? I can promise you whatever you wish.
Food.
I was in great standing with the Renoirs back in Alatur. I can ensure that you will have feasts upon feasts every evening for the rest of your life.
Okay. Okay. So, here's the thing. I don't really care about rewards or anything, and I'm probably not gonna be going to Alatur anytime soon. But, like, I can, like, if we're near the docks, I can, like, chuck you on a ship that's going to it if you want.
As long as it can happen before Delilah wakes up, that would be perfect. But I must...
I'd like to, hang on, as Moss, I'd like to pause real quick. Is K with a K aware that this might happen? And B, is she at all okay with it?
The doc that I have, I said I didn't plan anything for tonight. I didn't. I have a whole doc about how the rules of Do work. So you're all good.
Okay. Okay.
The
I just wanted to make
duels.
sure it wasn't like
The
a...
duels.
The duels.
The drools.
The drool.
Like, is your name Do, or is it like something else?
That is a cruel joke by Delilah. Do you want to know what my
Okay.
name is?
Sure.
Excellent. Give me another opposed Arcana check.
Ooh, 18.
18. This has to be a 10 or lower for this to fail.
It's a magical chicken. Bitch. Person.
Mud, as you as Do says that and says, "Do you want to know what my real name is?" You're able to feel okay. So let me describe this to you right now. The connection between you and Do right now is even. Picture weighted scales with the same amount of weight on either side. As soon as Do begins to say what their real name is, you're not able to hear what it is. You're able to feel this magical connection. The side of the scale connected to you gets weighed down significantly. And it feels like all of the magic that was connecting you and Do to have this talk gets sucked back into your body. And give me an Arcana check just very quickly.
Ew.
A 2? You're unsure why, but in this moment, you can regain the spell slot that you extended to get to use this to speak with animals. But a 2 will get you nothing else as you hear, "Do you wish to know my real name?" And
fuck.
Do keeps talking.
I ran out of minutes. Damn it.
As Dew is now like stationed on your arm.
Okay. All right. Fuck. I'm gonna. Okay. And he like picks her up, puts her back on the line, and says, "Just wait right there. I'm gonna go talk with the rest of my party." And make sure, or hang on, and then he puts her on his head, and then he comes back downstairs.
Happy flutters and just perches on your head.
And he will just come down and be like, so like, chicken, not really chicken. Apparently Delilah did some magic. Chicken was person, don't know person's name, but they want to go back to the fancy speaking country that they're all from. Alati? I can never get the pronunciation right. But yeah, they want to... Yes. I don't know what to do. They promised a lot of food and coin. Hey, wait! You need money, right? Maybe they can get money? I don't know.
I'm gonna call the Duke LaCroix over.
Okay.
Oh, good idea.
Okay, what a smart idea.
Oh yeah.
The Duke is able to. He's able to use his like magical coat and use the fabric to pull himself up to where you guys are and go. Capitan, it is so happy to be speaking to you. How are you today?
Oh, terrific. I like show him the tattoo I got last night. Look what my newest addition is.
Sacre bleu, that looks absolutely incredible. I love how that looks on you.
Yeah, thanks. Mud has some information that might be something you might be interested in. It's about your home country.
Sir Mud, I would love to speak to you.
So yeah, the chicken, I talked with the chicken, and the chicken said the reason why, that the assassination attempt on Delilah yesterday had something to do with them. They're not actually a chicken. I don't know if you knew this, but they'd like to go back to where you're from.
Making a quick check to see how much of the story the Duke knows.
They're also really fucking mean.
Making it with advantage because that narrows it down.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
The Duke looks to you all, and everyone here give me insight checks.
I should have given an insight check on the fucking chicken. God damn it, I'm good at those.
18.
18.
14.
14.
17.
17.
16.
16. It's a nat one for the Duke, as the Duke does his best to go. I could not possibly know anything about Delilah's story. The fact of seeing my old dance instructor is just as much as a strange thing to me as it is to her. And you all know that the Duke knows Delilah's story. Is it? Well, because we are 15 stories in the air and there's no circulation in here.
But like you just started right now.
Duke.
No, Cowrie.
Tell us about the chicken.
I could not. It is okay. If I tell you about the chicken,
No, I was just gonna say, like, I'm gonna go throw him onto a merchant ship that's going to Alatur, like, while we're down in the harbor, so... Unless you got a compelling reason why we shouldn't do that. No, don't pet me!
Now, I shall not give away any details that are too sensitive for Delilah, but the stories that I heard... It was from... merchants and tradesmen that did not know who I was as I was disguised. I know, difficult for how beautiful I am. But there was rumors regarding Delilah. All I can say for certain is Delilah, and I believe the story was more complicated than people will let you believe. Delilah not being of noble birth, the amount of things that she would be able to realistically get away with or have covered up is very minimal. And at least from what I can remember, she had good relationships with a member of... she had good relationships with the Dubois household. And for one reason or another, and this detail I cannot say, Delilah killed somebody. Now, whether it was in self-defense, whether it was an accident, whether it was an act of murder, I cannot say that I investigated. But people do not flee à la terre and come to the arbor for noble reasons, usually. And the member of the Dubois, now, there was death. Somebody died. Now, the specifics of this story, I cannot remember. All I remember is that they had an arrow sticking out of the sides of their ear. And soon after that, there was some kind of confrontation at I believe, at Travel 2, the Dubois family castle. That is all I can say.
Speaking of things, leaving Alator because of unnoble reasons, do you have anything to share?
Explain yourself more. That is a very vague question.
No, you said that people only leave Alator because of unnoble reasons, and we never really heard your story.
Give me a persuasion check right now.
Oh, that got caught.
Can Mud help?
How so?
Oh, also the chicken, said your name? Your name's not actually the Duke?
I might have to kill that chicken. Okay.
Do I get help with that, or
You
no?
do that? Yes, that is absolutely a help action.
Oh, okay, that was so close to a nat 20. Persuasion. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. The Duke goes.
Yeah.
Okay. I shall be honest with you, and this may seem, again, unnoble in the pure definition of it. I am ninth in line in my household. I am the youngest of all of my siblings. My father, Duke LaCroix, and my mother, Duchess LaCroix, they loved us all. They gave us good lives, rich lives. They were mundane. I had every need catered to, and understanding that I would never live to seize this throne of my house, they expected me to be content with just eating and drinking and adventuring around my nation. But the last time that I was there, it's a boring nation. Monsters having been slain, bandits having been tucked away in mountain clans and hidden away in underground passages. There's not that much adventure, and not much of a way of making the land a better place. And so, when I was 22, 23 years old, I fled to here. In search of adventure, but looking to make a name for myself, doing something that mattered. And then you found me. So drunk I could barely buy brandy, and, well, Spuff gave me a purpose.
I'll give him a pat on the back after he talks.
Is that it?
Okay.
Or, okay.
I don't know. I don't have any reason to not believe him. So, I'll make an insight check just in case.
Go ahead. Yeah, and give it to me with advantage. And I'll tell you why in 1 sec.
Oh, nice. Insight. 24.
Perfect. Yeah, Rahi just yells down and goes, "He's telling the truth!"
Thanks. Great.
Yeah. The Duke having...
Oh, good morning!
Rahi looks down to you, Mud, and goes, "Morning." And the Duke stops sweating and puts his hat back on.
There's a nice breeze coming through the window.
He's like, "Oh, it feels amazing. Get some wind in the feathers."
All right.
Well, what do we do about, what are your pronouns? Okay, so flap once if it's he, him, flap twice if it's she, her, and then 3 times if it's they, them.
2 flaps.
She, her, right? Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, because I think technically do specifically is a hen, and so it seemed like the person that was transformed got changed into the same sex of chicken. That makes sense?
Okay. I'm writing down, do she, her, chicken.
Well, aren't people trying to kill Delilah? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Do we want to leave Delilah here?
Ooh.
I mean, this place is pretty hard to get to. We got here because of a giant gorilla.
If she were going to
don't
be
know if-
anywhere, this would be the safest.
Okay.
I will also
Yes.
note that some pirates don't know this place exists. Mercenaries from another country who are uneducated in themselves definitely don't know where this place is.
Would people, if we bring the chicken, would people then, do they know the chicken is associated with Delilah? Or will they come
I
after
mean,
us?
they didn't come out, like, they didn't go, like, I don't think the chicken was the target during the assassin. She usually keeps the chicken, like, stuffed in her shirt, so.
Okay.
That's a good thought. Perhaps it might draw too much attention. I mean, we've already drawn enough attention to ourselves, but
I think she just pooped in my hair.
then I think
Okay.
let's leave her to be Delilah's problem. It seems she's already caused enough trouble that she can already handle.
Yeah, except she made it sound like she was kidnapped, and Delilah was the one who kidnapped her, so. I don't know.
But no offense, that's not our concern.
We won't be able to unkidnap her in the span of a day.
Exactly.
So we'll bring her with us when we leave the arbor, and then maybe see then if we can
I mean-
unchickenify her.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if putting a chicken on a boat to Alator is going to help them with unchickenifying themselves.
She'd probably get eaten.
Oh.
Hmm,
Sorry, that's not funny.
It's a little funny.
it's a little funny.
I mean, the Duke kind of looks and goes like, I mean, if I had to imagine that they are knowledgeable about the noble houses of Alator, making their way to the beset palace would be the best way of getting themselves unchickened if it has some kind of magical effect.
Were they a good person?
I'm
You
not
know?
entirely sure. I mean, again, there's only so much I can give away.
Really mean. Sorry, you go.
But yes, they were a cruel person. Yes, they were not exactly the kindest person to be around.
She pooped on your head.
Well, I mean, that's pretty standard for chicken, but
Right, but she's not a chicken, she's a human. Or person.
Okay.
Several times the chicken tries to
I
come
get-
down and land on you again, Mud, until at one point Cow just goes, "No, chicken, you're staying with your owner," and just spins up due as well with Delilah.
We'll
We'll
figure
talk
that out
later.
eventually.
I
Put a pin in it.
I pull out some sunflower seeds I have as a snack, and I give them to her.
You kind of put it like on Dude's chest. His chest goes like, and just starts eating the seeds.
Yep. Does anybody have like a napkin? Thank you.
All
Okay,
right.
let's go.
And with all of that, where are we going next? Now that we have all that sorted out.
To the dam.
To the dam! To the dam, to the dam, to the dam, dam,
To the
dam.
dam, 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 to the dam, to the dam, to the dam, dam, dam.
Excellent. Again, so the festival has quieted down. You're able to see, like, although there are still kind of like parties raging, people still having a great time. There's more vomit than before and less people than before. And it seems like partners have been dispatched to come and like clean up some of the worst areas to get it ready for the next night of the festival. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Absolutely awesome. You guys are able to... How the fuck would you do this? Rahi and her using fucking levitation are able to make a bunch of trips and just get people...
I can cast fly on myself and help with the trips.
Perfect. Absolutely. No need to even mark off spell slots for that. More than okay.
By the end of it, I am out of breath. I'm like, oh, can we not do this anymore?
I'm like, I could have climbed. I could have done it.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
Ooh.
As you guys are, or would you guys want to take Toabus and take the jungle gym over and then descend from the jungle gym? Okay, I'm gonna change the music. Hold on.
What's the likelihood we would die?
We're gonna figure that out when you guys get into it.
Oh, no.
I mean, Rahi
Not
and
100, surely.
Rahi and myself can fly, and you can levitate. So
Yeah.
that just leaves the Duke, Mud, and Cowrie. So it's 50-50. If one of them falls, one of us can catch him. It'll be fine. Jungle Gym.
Me and my strength of -1.
Jungle.
I mean, Mud is 5'5" and weighs 130 pounds, so
And can lift his body weight.
He's
he
strong.
can lift like 3 times his body weight.
Okay, so who's doing the jungle gym?
I think we all are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's attempting it. Excellent.
Well, kind of. I think I'm levitating.
Yeah, I'm
Oliver's flying.
I'm
Yes.
flying.
Rahi's
I think her and I are like supervising like moms at the playground.
You guys are like underneath it
I
by like
got
20
it.
feet, looking to catch people if they fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, so her, Olive, and Rahi are cheating, and Mud and Cowrie are trying to do the
And the Duke.
The Duke are doing the jungle gym, correct?
Yes.
So I'll just say that you guys are able to like get your way out of one of those like barn door entrances and climb to like the nearest like connecting pole or connecting point to the nearest wooden hut, basically, that then has like swings and ropes and vines leading from each hut to each other hut. Excellent. Easy to begin with because you guys are starting stationary. Give me a quick DC 10 acrobatics check, and I'll make one for the Duke as well. Watch the Duke die here. Duke.
No, we'll
He has
catch
his
him.
fancy coat.
We're standing at the bottom. We're floating at the bottom. We'll catch him.
I got a 13.
13 as well.
That's low rolls for both of us.
Having all,
Oh,
having
I
all,
I got a plus. I have a +1 to acrobatics.
Oh.
having all of the like swings and vines and these kind of like descending poles that retract and having these like monkey bars basically. What do you guys do to kind of like begin traveling?
Sort of thinking of like the rigging above the ship that Cowrie is so familiar with. Is just sort of gonna like take a rope and try to start swinging.
Okay, Marv, what are you doing?
I think Mud is... all his stiffness comes from inexperience doing this. I think the reason why he's like being able to do it though is that there's no hesitation between each jump, or like he's not like doesn't have a fear of heights, I guess, obviously, but is very much like he like that's the thing that's like getting him through it, is that he's not scared
Okay.
of falling.
Again, it's not like, because you guys have to kind of like loosen those muscles up, because again, it's been several weeks since you guys have even been on a ship. At least for you, Cowrie, with Mud, they kind of like, it's like, oh, this is like a new animalistic like ability that I haven't like honed yet of myself. And so you guys are able to kind of shakily begin and begin swinging around from vine to vine and just begin making your way over. The Duke looks down to Rahi and goes, Rahi, I will race you there! Ah! And then he immediately falls, got a nat 1 instantly.
Oh shit.
Rahi got a nat 20. Rahi catches him Brattle style and then chucks him back into the sky, where the Duke is able to grab onto it, like basically step onto a swing and go, holy crap, thank you, Rahi, I was going to die there for a second. And then the Duke passed me check on the second round, begins swinging as well.
The most in
Nice.
character possible roles for them.
So true.
Okay.
While we're
good.
watching Cowrie and Mud, I'm just gonna like levitate over the Rahi and the Duke and be like, so Duke, I heard you have an actual name. Are you gonna tell us about that sometime? And then we'll like,
Rahi,
That's
throw me!
what the
Rahi, throw me! Rahi, throw me!
that's the conversation we're having.
Let me
while
drop.
That's the flying conversation we're having.
Got it. Okay, the Duke does not give a proper response to that, as he is currently it's a fucking wind and you're crying. Okay, as you guys continue, You guys reach basically a middle point as you guys are kind of getting loosened up a bit. Give me a quick DC 14 acrobatics check just to finish off the journey.
Also, Mud, I'll nudge you as punch you in the shoulder as we're swinging and give you bardic inspiration.
It's like Shia LaBeouf with the monkeys in the Indiana Jones 4.
Yeah. What was the DC?
14.
Oh my god, an 11.
11.
I rolled low on
Can
12.
I?
Oh, go! I got
Can
him. I got him. I got him. I'll catch him.
You also have a coin.
I do have a coin. I'm not using it yet. It'll be fine.
What'd you get, Mud?
I rolled an 11 plus 1 for a 12 plus 1 for a 13.
Nothing can go wrong.
Nothing
Mud
can go wrong.
misses her rope and goes, oops, and just starts plummeting. Whoops.
Carrie looks back in distraction and is like, oh shit, and then also
Well,
falls.
did you guys fucking okay? Quick break above table. Did you guys hear about like 2-3 days ago? A known online like free climber was found dead on the streets of China because people think that he was trying to climb a giant structure like in I think Hong Kong, and people are like he fell to his death. He was found in the streets of China just dead. So kind of wild.
Hate that.
That's
Yeah.
what you're good. That's what you're good.
Yeah, not great. Yes, if you're gonna climb stuff, make sure it's not above 10 feet, unless you're gonna John Wick it onto a van.
Or you're Nathan Drake.
or be Nathan Drake. That also works.
Yeah, just be Nathan Drake.
Okay, surprise, surprise. The Duke is able to get a hang of things where it seems like it almost looks like the Duke is like ballroom dancing, like across like swings, and he tightrope walks one of like these poles. He jumps and grabs on as it and kind of like flicks him off. It seems like he's getting his footing very quickly as both Cowrie and Mud both beef it. As Cowrie, you go for kind of like one of these poles, like they're fulcrumed at the lowest point, and they're supposed to basically lean down and allow for like a fling, basically. And just as it like kind of reaches its end, as it reaches like its extended point, you go and your hands like it's that snap of like your body goes up and comes down too fast, and your fingers kind of slip away as you begin and you begin falling.
Can I catch him?
Yeah,
Can I fly?
No check. You're able to catch Cowrie, no problem.
Just in the rush, because I saw how Rocky did it. I catch Carrie bridal style. Are you all right?
Yeah, I knew you'd catch me.
Good.
Mud, as you're plummeting,
He doesn't make a sound. He's silent. He's just like looking at the ground as it's coming up to him.
Herd, you want to catch Mud or should Rahi do it?
Well, are you gonna make me do a strength check?
No
Because
circumstance, no.
right,
No one's
I'll
dying this
catch Mud.
episode.
That's for next time.
Yeah, so Herd, you catch Mud?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Brattle style under the arms, how do you catch Mud?
I think it's almost like they just like their Mud's falling, and I just kind of like grab them in the midair, so we're like hugging.
You guys tumble a bit because again your levitation, and then Mud, your free fall has stopped.
As soon as she hugs him, his arms just go straight up, like he's like, okay.
her. The hot whiffs of BO as Mud lifts his arms up.
It smells fine.
I turned the rock.
Mud. No. I'm sorry. This is canon. Mud doesn't sweat, Drew, and you know exactly
Yes,
why
okay,
he doesn't.
Understood. Got it. Okay, my apologies.
But he smells like dirt.
He smells like dirt in
Yes.
nature. He sounds like a freshly tilled garden.
Yes.
Oh, I'll like
Thank
throw.
you.
While I hold you, I'm like, okay, and I like try to shove you onto my shoulder to like have you like, you doing all right? You
What's
doing okay?"
happening?
Also, that was so fucking funny because I just watched, as I said that, not from you at all, Moss, Kate, Darby, and Gab, the audio on Twitch just went full red. Completely red of,
Oh, brother.
this guy
I
stinks.
see.
Okay, you should come back up. You guys are able to find your way back over to the dam. You guys basically hit the wall of palm trees. Again, kind of harkening back to you, her, and you realize that as you get closer to Holstaff and closer to the dam, as the palm trees become more spread out, less of these constructed parkour objects, they become lesser and lesser, kind of explaining why you didn't notice Toabus when you were investigating the palm trees before. But you guys are able to find very respectful, like, jungle gym-esque perforations or handhold or nubs where you guys are able to either like stare your way or climb your way down the nearest palm tree and make your way over the dam. Make sense?
Yeah. I just want to quickly go over to Rahi and just be like, you remember the story I told Gilligan, right?
Yeah? Why?
All right, that's the story we're going with. Nothing else. We're not getting in trouble today.
Oh, I wasn't planning on talking at all, so don't worry. Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm tight-lipped.
All right, just checking.
Yeah.
All right, you're good. All right, let's go.
Excellent. You guys make your way back over to the dam. Now, I'm going to quickly change the music again real quick, so get ready for an ad. Who are we advertising for today? Oh my god, Bethesda, if you want to sponsor us, shout out to Starfield. Blah, 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 blah. There we go.
We
What's
get
that guy's
copyright
name?
claim for mentioning it.
That'd be so... Could you fucking imagine? You mention a video game and they copyright claim you?
Todd. That's it.
Come on,
of
Todd.
Bethesda.
So what you guys are able to see on the dam, just kind of being very quick about it, is... It's good news and it's bad news. So the bad news is that the damage to the dam got worse in the hour that you guys weren't there. The good news is that Gilligan and Edwards have been patching it up. You're able to see some of the wood. Okay. So again, you guys are not currently at the top of it. You guys are basically towards the structure that would lead up or inside of it to do necessary maintenance. And what you're able to see, again, 8 stories tall, is you're able to see that some of the wood on the inner section, kind of like with giant waterfalls leading to the canals, it's not decrepit. There's definitely like maintenance being done. Most of the wood is like a darker brown. There are either holes or kind of like clear, almost cuts of panels that are like newer wood, like not as dark brown, but like tanner basically. And you have to imagine that at least for the last 6-7 hours, as long as your guys' long rest was, Gilligan and Edwards have just been doing a full external and internal inspection to make sure that there are no critical structural errors. And you're able to see kind of like at the top, very quickly, like, you're able to see Gilligan's giant hands being able to be like, what's the wingspan of a giant ape? Probably like fucking, like...
Football field?
Like 50 yards in one direction, 50 yards in the other, and like a massive head kind of like comes up as you're able to see Edward standing like at the tip of his head, like waving his arms, doing like incredibly powerful druidic magic to make sure this like inspection basically. Now, with that, seeing Gilligan and Edwards kind of hard at work, do you guys want to look at the outside of the dam, the inside of the dam? You want to interrogate some people? What do you want to do?
I'd be most Sorry, go ahead.
No. I think I was going where you were going, so you go first.
I feel like I'd be most interested to see the top and then the inside of the dam to see if there was any more damage from Yorda and Skylar.
Yeah. Seeing the top where like they did all the shit and...
Okay. No problem at all. I'm gonna make a quick perception check for Gilligan and Edwards. Not with a quick one. Let's see if they got any 19s or 20s. They have not noticed you yet, as it seems like they're focused completely on this structure. You guys are able to. So, again, you're below sea level right now. However, but with the water kind of being pushed back, it seems like through druidic architecture, basically. Although there is like wet sand. There's no kind of like light white sand like the other kind of districts. The pathways leading around are lined with either stone or wooden planks, like basically make it possible so, like, you know, if carts are coming by, they don't just get stuck right in the muck. And you guys are able to see, leading up into the dam, there's a stairway, I'll say you're on the left side, a stairway on either side of this like massive open basin that the water's coming into. You're able to see like a massive wooden structure, like a stairway, leading up into the side of the dam that presumably would allow you to access inside of it. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you kind of walk towards those stairs, I assume that's where you guys want to get in from.
Yeah.
You guys are able to see kind of like in the basin, more of those grung and plasmoid individuals keeping the water flowing in that direction, just making sure that the canals keep operating as they're intended to. And as you guys get to the staircase of the dam, you're able to notice that there are 3 pardoners. There's an elvish man, an orcish man, and then just a halfling man. And they're all wearing the signature kind of like wide-brimmed hats. They're all wearing the upside-down sheriff's badges. As they all spit, they're all holding like muskets and sabers as they look to you as they're blocking the entrance to this stairway. You're muted.
You're muted, darling.
We're associates of Gilligan and Edwards. They know we're dropping by just to take a look at some of the damage, see if we can figure out what may have caused it.
You're able to see the orcish man kind of steps forward to talk to you, and you see he's kind of like chewing some spitting tobacco in his mouth as he goes, Gilligan and Edwards, know you're coming.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I guess I just got one question regarding that. Why would I give a fuck?
Because he is the head role, and weren't you sent here to assist the head role and take orders from the head role?
You know what I think I was? I'm assisting Yasa Six Spirals. And I wasn't sitting here to listen to Gilligan and that big ape or that hobgoblin traitorous piece of shit. Spits again and goes, no, I think I'll be staying right where I am. Because this ain't Gilligan's territory. This is, what, you haven't heard?
Heard.
Oh, the murders, of course.
The murders.
Yeah, the murders.
What? Of who?
Of who? Well, I can't say I know the sorry sap's names, but, what was it again? Something like 9 guards busted up, killed completely inside the dam. To such an extent that Iganturus authorized pardoners to come in and check it out.
Sounds awful.
Yeah, just terrible. So I think you can understand when I say that this area is definitely off limits to anybody not, say, on the right side of the law. I'm in the mood for shenanigans. Just fucking.
I'm thinking. Okay.
Well,
this is not a hard wall, by the way. This can be overcome.
Well, I figure that you all must be pretty bored standing out here all day. How would you feel about some music to keep you entertained while you're pardoning?
Give me a persuasion check.
Can I give them advantage by saying they play very well?
Yes, you can. I'll allow that.
Yeah.
Having a bunch of charisma casters are very useful.
17.
17. Orcish man looks at you and goes, well, if you can make it scratchy and high-pitched, well, I don't think it'd be that bad to hear.
I'll do my best. And I'll pull out the Dame Slayer and try to play something very high pitched.
Yeah. Any spell behind this music or just playing music?
Well, after 1 minute, I am going to try and use enthralling performance. And I can choose up to 4 creatures that watched and listened to me perform for 1 minute, and they have to make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw or be charmed for 1 hour.
Wow!
That's so fucking cool.
Is it a spell slot?
It's a feature of my subclass.
Yeah, wait, and
We
it's
love that.
And it's
We love that.
is it a charisma save or is it a wisdom save?
Wisdom saving throw.
What the fuck is a charisma save in this game? If not, but whatever. Okay.
Banishment? Question mark?
The denotations of what spell
Oh,
of what
Moss,
save.
you're muted, just so you know.
Yeah, that's very strange.
Did something come unplugged?
Okay. Well, what I was gonna say, just to cannot hear you yet, by the way. But what I was gonna say is that the allocation of what saving throws do what make no sense. Every single it would make sense that to avoid enthralling and performance, it would be a charisma save and not a wisdom save. Every fucking thing is a wisdom save for some reason. I don't get it. But
Okay.
yeah, you're back.
we hear you now.
Hello.
Okay.
What was the problem?
There we go.
I think OBS just fell asleep a little bit.
That's the way it
I had
works.
to wake it
Yeah.
up.
They went to get some milk.
They didn't want. They went out for a pack of cigarettes.
Those are some true rolls. A 1, a
Yeah.
4, and an 11. Holy
Let's go.
crap.
DM, just for posterity,
Yes.
can I the one that got an 11? Can I bend luck them? They have to subtract a
Yes, you may.
D4 from their roll.
Oh, a D4 from the roll.
Yeah.
Wait, would they have succeeded with an 11?
No, they wouldn't have. They only got a +1
No,
to this.
I was gonna shout it out before he announced what he rolled.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
The basic thing about the partners is that they are demons inside of husk bodies again, but they're not it's not like a. Oh my god, what the fuck was Lawman called? It's not off the top of my head. Not like an archdemon or whatever. They're like low level, like damned souls basically. They're not like super powerful monsters. And yeah, with a 3 on the D4, immediately they all fail. As with no performance check necessary, Cowrie, you're able to. It almost sounds like the fucking Homelander. As they all kind of look at you for a good minute and they go, yeah, and they kind of nod their heads to it. As they are completely charmed and thrilled by your performance. As they go, yeah, I think I got to apologize to you. What's your name?
Oh, my name's Driftwood.
Your name is Driftwood. Okay, well, I can't say I hear that much music in my time, much less played right from me, but, well, thank you for that, and anytime you'd want to pluck some strings for a few of, the Arbor's finest, we'd be happy to have you.
Oh, I'd be happy to.
Yeah.
Well, but in the meantime, do you think you could make an exception just this once for me and my friends to go take a look around inside?
Looks to you and goes, well, because you've just been so kind to us and bringing us the ear-piercing music of what we got back home. Well, yeah, you can go up there and take a look. Now, I gotta be honest, though. My investigative brothers might not be so keen on having you in there, so that's another problem you might have to get past. But, yeah, you want to see the stairs? Well, right after you, Driftwood.
Of course. And what were your names, by the way?
Well, I'm Gorak, and the other 2 people right behind me, well, they're so new at it that they're a little bit still shaking from the procedures. They're sort of kind of putting it together.
Ooh. Well, I hope they put it together soon.
See how much the guy's gonna talk, and goes, yeah, with the not one, he goes, well, I hope they don't. Ignorance is bliss, and I hope it's not taken away.
Well, then I also hope they don't.
They appreciate, and you're able to see the halfling and the elf. They kind of look over to you and they go, and they kind of they grunt and they tip their hats to you. As you guys kind of learn a new fact about the partner procedure. I forget exactly what I called it. There's so much shit I gotta remember.
It's fucked up. That's all we need to know.
The partner ritual of they were so shell shocked having this happen to them, they weren't even able to they're putting together how to talk and how to act again, basically. So.
Alrighty.
And Gorak steps to the side and allows you guys to begin ascending the stairs.
It was nice to meet you, Gorak.
It was a pleasure to meet you too, Driftwood. And I hope your friends enjoy the murder scene.
Oh, we will.
Excellent. You guys are able to begin ascending up the stairs of the dam. Any conversation to be had after that encounter?
Well done, Kaori. That was very impressive.
Thank you. Unfortunately I can only do it once, so anyone inside will have to either be sneaky or deal with it some other way.
I've seen you do that magic before, where you like say something and people like you magically, and I think I can do that.
Ooh.
So probably won't be as good as yours, but it's a thing that I have. I'm not a very good druid, but I can do that. So
I bet you'd be good at it.
ooh, don't jinx me.
And I think I can do it. I can't do it at that big of a scale again, but I can do it a little smaller again. So we've got a couple tries in our back pockets.
You opened the door for us, literally, and that's more than we could have ever asked for.
Hey, can we talk real quick? Wow, this is a big set of stairs. Can we talk real quick about the murders? Did Yorda do that?
I think my guess is that maybe when Rahi touched the water, that the electricity that from her might have done something.
No. Because they said they called it murder. It wasn't like they got electrocuted in the water. I think they found them scattered throughout.
Did her tell us about what happened? That her and Rahi
Yeah, because it was inside the dam.
I was talking to Rahi on the leaf, and I think you all overheard. And we're not quiet people, so.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
I forgot. Because they said inside the dam, not around it. So
Yeah.
Also,
well,
that's wild to have 9 people touching the water and just all be like.
Yeah, that's true, and it was really quick. But the other thing is, I think Gilligan mentioned that there were guards. So I have no idea how Jordan and Skylar passed the guards.
They might have. That's why I'm maybe they did do the murder. So.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
hey,
no
Drew.
Yes.
Listen, I got 2 spell slots, so I'm gonna use them. How I'm gonna use them? Do you think I could use? Because Yorda has magic.
Yes.
Correct. And it is nature-based magic.
Yes.
Like lightning, an elemental.
Yeah.
Do you think I could use detect magic as a way to find traces of his magic around things? It's a 1st level spell, so you can say I give you full permission to be like, nope, not gonna fly with that.
No, so
totally
that's cool. Okay, so how about this? So, because it's a 1st level spell, I'll give you this. The answer to your question is yes, asterisk. Now, the asterisk behind it is if you won't be able to use it to be a hound dog and be he's 4 towns that way, let's go get him. There's a certain range.
He's in the well.
he's in the well. He fell down. He's been meowing for 8 hours. You wouldn't be able to track him across the city. If you would be able to isolate him to if you've been to a place that he's already been, you could pick up those tracks and see kind of the path that he took through a building or through a structure within reason, obviously. But
no, I have a spell called Locate Object. I should have prepared that because then I could have casted it on his thing and been 1,000 feet from me radius. Where the fuck is it? But I didn't.
I will also say that if you track him down to a specific building, you'd be able to activate that and then pinpoint him within the building. Basically, if that kind of makes sense.
Okay.
But you need. But so basically, if you want to be pinpointing his location, you need to be close to him. Basically, within probably 60 feet of him. Basically.
Cool. Yeah. No, that's okay.
Okay. I hope that does that sound fair?
Okay. That's more than fair. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, then
I don't think I'm gonna cast it then just yet.
As you guys ascend up these stairs, you guys kind of pass oh yeah, what's up?
Just one last thing I started something. I will say, perhaps this is naive of me, but I would like to think we've known Yorda long enough that he wouldn't be capable of doing something like this unless provoked.
I'd like to think the same.
I mean, I came in after him, so I don't know. You know, I don't think I really get a say.
He's
in
very
the
he's
dude.
very strong, but he's also kind.
I've always been weary, but I think it's because he hasn't always been one to open up about what he's been through, so. But I don't know. I don't think I'd see him doing anything like this either.
I don't mean to protect him. I just would like to think it's not.
Okay.
No, it's fine. I also just tend to think the worst case scenario. So,
That thinking keeps people safe.
hey.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, okay. Cool.
Onward.
As you guys continue up the stairs, you see like small little alcoves to your left and your right made for people to, you know, sit and stop. You're able to see several different like pockets of places for like architectural reports, places where people like do walkthroughs of internal or external sections, but nothing that you guys would be able to kind of cipher through right now. It's more like, because, you know, all these reports were basically done before her and Rahi's experience there. And it seems like this entire corridor has been cleared, like, you know, this like stairway going up has been cleared of any kind of workers because Gilligan and Edwards are here taking care of the problem. And because like the investigation that's going on, no one else is really able to access this besides you guys. And as you guys continue up the stairs towards the, I guess like the first main floor of the internal chamber of this dam, I need a group stealth check from everybody.
And one thing I kind of want to do too, just in cases.
Yep.
I want to use my masquerade tattoo to disguise myself as Gorak, so that maybe if anyone stops us, I can be like, "It's me, Gorak. I'm escorting them."
Wait, but you do have to remember you can only use it once a day. So if we use it at Battle of the Bards, is that today?
Oh, is that like
tomorrow?
tonight?
No,
or
I'll
is
give
it
you. You guys are
tomorrow?
gonna get another long rest at the end of the session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool,
Perfect.
cool.
All right.
With that, and any other shenaniganery regarding that? That's
guess-
so as
If we're getting a long rest, then I'm also gonna use my masquerade tattoo to be one of the, I guess, the half elf that was down there.
perfect. Yeah. You guys, your clothing mimics cow rack. You're able to have a it is an open vest, just disgustingly like whitish tan, dirtied shirt. Again, like very like kind of cowboy-esque.
Gorak.
Her similar in the sense of like more like an old west kind of gambler with like a torn up kind of like long coat with like a fancy kind of like collared shirt underneath. As you guys, again, no weapons on you right now, at least none that they had, because that's not how that works. But you guys are able to begin ascending up the stairs, and as you guys get to the main interior chamber that this like investigation is taking place in, I'm gonna need that group stealth check from everybody.
16.
16.
30-20.
30-20.
I'll give. Can we? While we're on the, I'll try and give Olive some bardic inspiration as well.
I'm gonna flip my coin, but I also take that
Okay.
bardic.
15.
15. Okay.
Harry, your bardic is a D6, right?
Yes. Let me mark that off.
17.
17. You're all able to pass and begin slowly ascending up the stairs to this main chamber. And as you come to the end, you realize that you're gonna have to turn into your right in order to see what's going on. And kind of as you turn to your right, just a quick perception check for everybody. We'll make this a group check too. We'll say it's going to be a DC 12 to have basic information, DC 15 or above to have more. Make sense?
25.
25?
19.
4.
24.
24?
4.
With that, you kind of Olive, you walk up and you're sort of like looking at a wall, and Cowrie's able to just like and just turn your head back real quick. Rahi and the Duke are waiting outside, by the way. They're not in this little this thing right now.
Cool.
Dang it.
But you're all able to recognize a couple things. 3 things in total, then a quick break. Number 1, you're able to see cracked and broken wood. Inside of this interior chamber, on the floor and on the walls, you are able to see 3 different spots of significant damage, like the boards are broken in. Number 2, you see blood stains. You see 3 blood stains by these cracked pieces, like these cracked wooden planks. But then you also are able to see splotches of blood kind of littered around the place. You're able to, you guys are able to look down, and there seems to be 2 right near this entranceway. There are 2 in like the middle of the room, and then 2 at the far end of the room as well, like going deep into the dam. And the final thing that you're able to see is the torches inside of here being very closely protected, like within their, what are those things? The things that protect like torches and torchlight.
Sconces.
Sconces, thank you. Within the sconces, you realize that the light illuminating this place is not the typical like orangish yellow that fire usually is, but is rather burning a bright red. And as a result of that, it is very confusing in this perfectly illuminated place that you're able to see shadows dance on the wall. Shadows, and because you guys rolled incredibly high to see like all the fine details of this, shadows with a hole in them. They're currently formless. You're able to see that they are shadows, but it's not taking on any specific like biological form, like any kind of outline. But in the center of each of these shadows, only 2, you're able to see a pentagram, an upside-down star cut out of them. And we're going to take a quick break and then come back to it afterwards. Sound good? Okay.
The devil's sconces.
Very quick break for everybody, and then we're going to be right back. And then we are going to do this very quickly and then get you guys back to the stadium. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Everybody, I hope we all having a good time so far?
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Then with all of that, quick 5-minute break, and we will reconvene. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll be right back.
Monkey.
Monkey.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody, and we're back.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh,
To Moida.
Yeah.
Did you actually hit the camera? Because I heard like a of like something.
Oh, that was
hitting.
probably. Is it that?
Yep.
It's pretty full, so it's heavy right now.
Slancha.
Thanks, Darby.
Gotcha.
okay. You're back.
I should look at my nails.
Your nails look so good.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I've been
Your
scraping
nails
off
are
all of my nail
beautiful.
polish.
Thank you.
Holy shit!
I got my nails off this week, so they're a little ugly.
They're
No,
beautiful.
no,
They're
no.
beautiful.
Well, Drew, show your nails.
Oh yeah, I
Show your
just
nails.
picked them. I did everything. Yeah, exactly.
There's, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there's like a small pile of all of the nail polish that I've been like peeling off, just sitting over on my desk.
Trinkets.
Yes.
It's a snack for later.
Kate,
It's
we
for
need
the
to make a
bag man.
compilation of all the times that you and I say shit at the exact same time, having no prep beforehand.
What did we say this time?
Trinkets. We've
Oh.
said.
Mm.
Trinkets.
Mm.
Also, shout out to my grandfather for giving me nonpareils.
Non-parallels fuck. Hell yeah.
Ooh.
So yes. So you guys are watching these shadows of the pentagrams, and they're dancing on the walls. These kind of like formless beings. Is there any? Okay, all right. Is there any?
I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do detect magic.
Okay. Absolutely. Okay, detect magic there. Anything from anybody else?
Can I get some sort of better check on the I guess, do I recognize this room? This wasn't where we were?
No, so basically, this is a room that is used to structurally to hold the place up, and that sounds kind of but it seems to also be a place of where like there's supplies kind of dotted around, like barrels and crates, probably full of things like oh, we need more adhesive, we need things to plug a leak, we need cleaning supplies, we need more wood to make repairs. And so there are places, like, it's not just like a flat room with nothing in it. There are places to like go and like hide behind and stuff if you want to do that. Also, like, you know, rafters and things above you as well. That's interesting. But no, so you fell like into the guts of like where the water was coming in and being kind of like siphoned into the smaller streams.
But I can kind of recognize that if in order to get to the top of the dam, you have to go through this room.
You would, yeah. And there's a stairway leading up very close by to you guys. That wouldn't that you'd be like, oh, like, you know, with good enough checks, and given that you and Carrie look like guards, you'd get there probably no problem. But this is like where something happened basically.
I'll do an Arcana check on the walls.
Arcana check.
Can I do an investigation check?
Arcana, investigation, Cowrack. Anything you need?
Can I do perception on the bloodstains and see maybe if I can piece together, like, well, I mean, just perception, I guess, on those fights.
So here's what I'm going to say. Because you guys are kind of far away from this, investigation and the perception from Cowrie and her are going to be at disadvantage because you guys aren't like up next to it. Because again, you didn't see any bodies coming in here. Those have clearly already been moved. If you wanted to get deeper details, you need to get closer. If only you looked like people that were supposed to be here. Yes.
Then I'm gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Question: by casting detect magic, can I give? Because Olive going to do an Arcana check.
Yes.
Can I give Olive advantage with that?
100% yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna take Cowrie. I'm gonna like push Cowrie forward, and I'm gonna walk with you as we walk into the room, and then I'm gonna get better investigation back.
Okay.
I try and have a cowboy swagger.
Okay, you got spurs. Excellent.
Got spurs.
Do Olive and Mud, do you guys join after Cowrie and her?
Yeah, I think after taking a look at the walls, I'll follow them.
Okay, following, and the Mud?
I'm following Jesus, Olive's lead. I said every name except for Olive.
Got it. So I'm gonna start knocking off the to-do list right now. So you guys are trying to get closer. So I will deal with your checks once we see like kind of how that goes. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Awesome. So Mud, detect magic. Olive with an Arcana check with advantage. Olive, what'd you get for the Arcana check?
18.
18. Are you focusing on ambient magic? Are you focusing on these shadows? Are you focusing on the blood stains? What are you focusing on?
I'm focusing on the shadows and the pentagrams.
Shadows and the pentagrams. Got it. I'm going to give you two different things then, okay?
Okay.
Mud, with your detect magic, because you mentioned it to me before, you're able to sense this as well, but I'm going to only give the description for Olive, because just to keep it flowing well. You're trying to tap into that lightning strike, what you noticed before, what kind of made you freak out a little bit. And just on like the back of your neck, hairs stand up a bit. And you're able to tap into ambient electrical energy. And you get the sense, not a strong trail that you could follow for miles and miles, but you get the sense that Leonin, he was here. And it's stronger than normal. Two of them. In addition to that, because of that detect magic, you just give me a flat Arcana check, okay?
I do, if you sense, I see, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic.
Okay.
So I'm also going to look at the shadows to see if they are like giving any kind of school of magic.
Perfect. I'm going to get into that in 1 second. Just give me that Arcana check real quick.
Ooh, 13.
With a 13,
I have a +0 to it, so I'm taking it. Wait. Do I have a +1 or a +0? Sorry. +0, so 13.
In your mouth, on the back of your tongue, it tastes metallic. Not like blood, not like copper, not like pennies, but I don't know. It tastes like because you know, you've sensed Yorda's energy before, and this tastes pure. But with a 13, I can't give you much more than that. And then, what's up? Is there anything else you want to kind of glean with that detect magic? I have to be a bit vague.
I also wanted to look at the shadows and see if they were like, I don't know, fucking pardoners in the wall, just being like.
Then you're able to clock all this as well. Olive, focusing on those torches and the sconces and the shadows on the wall. Immediately, like when you met up, whether it was Arthur with Lawman, whether it was Gordon Knaps, as soon as you got to Altim, you get the sense of infernal presence, strong, 100%. 23andMe not required, 100% infernal. And you watch as these shadows begin kind of dancing on the walls a bit. And you guys are able to, both of you, are able to look past these shadows being presented in themselves and look to what is casting it. And very faintly, that you two are able to recognize are shadowed outlines of a creature, of two creatures standing kind of like on the, basically like on the floor, with only like their shadows being projected. Again, very like globby, not a one-to-one at all for some reason, but you're able to look into what exactly these creatures are, and I'll send a picture out right now. Well, it looks like ass. Hold on. Hup.
I went to the memes and media, and I was expecting the photo, and it was Zarby's nails.
Wait, and that is what you guys are able to see. Ew.
Same picture.
With that, you guys are then able to see, and you recognize these as shadow demons. Ooh, shadow demon. You watch as the shadow, and because you guys are able to watch as what these creatures do initially, as they walk up to one of like the indentations in the wall, like where something was like smashed into the wall, and you're able to hear them say, Rasana, Vesanaya, and speak infernal, a language that you cannot understand. And you watch as the shadow in the wall begins.
I speak infernal.
Oh, you speak infernal.
Oh,
I do.
Wow, I did not know that.
Let's go.
You were able to hear the shadow demon say, another. What's happened to this one? And you were able to hear that the accent that these demons have is like when people are, this is going to sound so dark, when intruders are whispering when breaking into a home at night. It's very creepy. And yeah, man, chills on the spine, and you're able to watch as this outline, both of you, kind of like begins moving his hand and begins kind of like twitching his fingers, and you watch the blobbing shadow on the wall begin to like effortlessly kind of like glob into what appears to be a howler monkey form. You know, long tail coming out, and it seems like this shadow demon is doing shadow puppets on the wall. And you're able to watch as the shadow begins moving back and forth on the wall. And with all of that, before we get to that, we're then going to go for Cowrie and her rocking up as you guys are walking as well. And this like kind of like vague outline. You guys aren't able to see this outline at all. Olive and Mud are. And the glob on the shadow then stops being this like howler monkey outline and becomes an outline of that kind of like very thin, jet black demon, wings sprouting out, long claws from its hands, and that shadow appears on the wall. Again, the star kind of hole in the center of the chest, and goes, and speaks infernal to both of you, expecting you guys to speak infernal back.
Can Mud help out?
Yes, Mud, you're actually able to hear as this shadow demon speaks. It says, what are you doing here? And two of those that are not pardoners, why?
We're here to investigate. We're here to investigate and see if we can get a better grasp on it, since you guys are taking so fucking long.
Okay.
I just point back at Mud. And
I just shake my head because this person's like very out of it when we met them, so I'm just like,
Okay. Okay. Awesome. I need a persuasion check. Disadvantage, obviously, very clearly. 100%.
Am I pointing and nodding? Give Mud bardic inspiration.
Yes, you may.
Yay!
Come on, Mud's so charismatic.
Mud's so charismatic.
What could go wrong?
Nothing could go wrong.
Add a d6. Add a d6. You never know.
The D6 will save it. It certainly will.
Certainly will.
Certainly.
I cast Charm Person on the guy. I rolled with all of it at disadvantage. I would have rolled a 6. So
Let's
I'm
see
casting
how
Charm Person on
poorly
him.
this will go. Okay.
Oh,
Wisdom saving throw.
maybe this is where we die.
you should have just mentioned Gilligan sent you.
Not immune to charm. This thing has a. Let me get the stats up real quick.
They don't
I
respond to
think they could
Gilligan.
be useful, but I don't know
I know,
how
but
to
that
make
gets
use
The
of it.
15.
They don't
wisdom.
respond to Gilligan. Just be like,
They work for Yasa. We literally said like, "Oh, Gilligan said." They're like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, but they could have been working together.
It's
I
true.
don't know.
Can I bend luck? The shadow demon subtracts a d4 from the saving throw.
okay, you're gonna roll that. I got a 15 on the die, plus 1
I'm
for,
gonna-
for a
oh.
16. This
I'm
has,
gonna roll a d4.
Yep, you're gonna roll it. This
It's a
has to be a
15
2 or
CD
Yes,
save.
2 or higher.
2 or higher.
Yep.
2.
Come on.
Two.
Wow. You cast Charm Person. How long does that last again?
Like a minute. I feel like.
Yeah.
An hour.
An hour. Okay.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Mud, you watch as this
That
shadow
was
on
my
the wall.
last spell slot.
And just so I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop describing the outline. It's still there, but kind of just like play around with the interesting aspect of these demons, devils, whatever. Mud, this shadow moves from on the wall, and it disappears from the wall, and it goes onto the floor, and it begins like snaking its way across. And it moves its way over to your shadow, being cast from the red brazier. And you are able to hear it, like, it gets right next to where, like, you and Olive are, basically, like, in between you. And you both kind of just get this, like, cold shiver up your shoulders opposite each other of, like, something is right next to me and I can't see it right now. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
You're able to feel a slight grip, like a small little, like, poke in the center of your chest. As Olive, you look down and you're able to see this shadow demon's shadow puts a finger into the center of Mud's chest. And Mud, you're able to hear, "Will you speak Infernal with such a wonderful accent? You mentioned you are here.
I learned from the best.
Clearly, you are no pardoner, though. You said you are here to assist with the investigation."
You can think of us as outside contractors.
Looks to you and goes, "Charm Person means they're friendly. Okay, no problem." Looks to you and goes, "Then please, contractor, tell me what you can see that I cannot." And gestures you guys over to the, and kind of gestures you guys past, and then says an Inferno basically like, "Let them pass. Give them no issue." And the other shadow demon within this small room re-solidifies himself to the wall and then keeps investigating. Wow, you guys fucking
Alrighty.
danced around that, didn't you?
Oh boy.
Ooh-wee.
So do we
The
get
mo-
investigation rolls with advantage?
Yes. With that, I will say that you guys now being able to approach those. Okay. I'm gonna ask two things. We're not gonna do it specifically. There are 6 blood stains on the floor, and there are 3 of these kind of like indented sections of like wood. Who wants to take the wood and who wants to take the blood stains?
I'll do wood.
Wood,
I'll do blood.
I'll do blood.
blood, Olive.
Oh, I wasn't sure if it was just Carrie and her.
No,
All of us?
no. All of you can investigate this. Yeah.
Mud, you said you'll do blood?
Yeah.
I'll do wood.
blood.
What?
I'll do
okay,
it.
Oh no, I've said a slur.
Investigate. Dear God, we're gonna get. I hear my door gets kicked in. Okay, investigation check with advantage for all of you, and I will give things about the blood and the wood stain and the wood cracks and the wood indents.
When I was like checking, I was like, I don't think Mud knows Inferno, and then I was like,
Somehow, in some way,
Dirty 20. Oh wait, this is straight rolls or with advantage?
with advantage. Yeah.
Oh shit. Wait.
could
got
could this be nature for me for blood?
I'm gonna say no, not in this case. This is very much like noir. Like there's been a murder here. Like we need to we're trying to piece it together.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20,
A 10.
10,
17.
17.
Could it be a medicine check? Oh,
Where'd my camera go?
Oh no, El Gato.
Pourquoi?
Ah! What happened?
What happened?
Am I back?
Oh no, he's
gone!
He's
I'm
disappeared.
dead.
Oh no.
Why? What? Help!
Oh no.
What happened?
Okay, so who wants to know what? Okay. Why?
I was drinking water. I just like opened my mouth.
I'm so little. Okay, I want it to be known, everybody. I didn't touch a goddamn thing. I need to gut my PC and see what's going on. Okay. Also, my fucking.
God, I'm crying.
Can I play D&D? Can I come in?
It was just.
Why can't I come to the party?
Okay.
Guys.
So you're both okay. So to keep this kind of moving along, you guys are able to. Okay, let me also just relock this. What the fuck? Boop, boop. Perfect. You guys are able to organize a couple things. Darby. Fuck.
Who's Darby?
Fully pulled out of the immersion. Mud and Cowrie. You guys are able to look at these blood stains that do not have these indents next to them. And what was your rolls again? I'm so sorry. I got distracted.
I got a 17.
17?
Jesus.
Go ahead. You got it.
A 14.
Dirty 20.
Got it. No problem. Yeah, no problem. And then a 10 for her. Yeah. You guys are able to walk into these blood splatters, and you're able to notice. You walk up to one that is on the floor, and you see again. It is pooled. It is stained. It has dripped through the boards. The wood will need to be replaced at some point. But oddly enough, you then look, and your eyes then trail up to the wall next to like where the pool is. Again, no indentation. And you're able to see droplets splattered onto the wall. And this is some like CSI, like Dexter bloodstain investigation shit. What you guys are able to notice about this is, I think Cowrie, this is very appropriate. In the flashes of memory that you have of that day, you've seen this kind of splatter before. And you would have to imagine that similar to that day, something happened to these people as well. And you realize this must be the work of Skylar.
Okay.
I'm being very vague about that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Excellent. Moss, I will tell you in private what I'm talking about as to not spoil anything too significant here on stream. Make sense?
What do y'all know?
I'm so sorry. Wait, sorry. I got distracted by blood splatter. What?
I cannot repeat any of that for fear of giving things away. I just know that
That's totally fine.
Cowrie has seen this kind of blood pattern before.
I knew they were bad people.
Okay. Her and Olive investigating these indentations. Similar. Splatters of blood. Well, wait. Splatters of blood around these indentations. but the majority of the pool is within these craters, either on the wall or on the floor. And you're able to see elongated droplets, teardrops, leading away from these craters, as if something was covered in blood and then was moved away. And as you look at these indentations, enough to crack, significant floorboards here in a pretty sound structure, something very heavy had to hit someone. Again, people were dead here. Had to hit somebody pretty hard to send their heads or body parts cracking into the floor or the wall. And you remember from Emmon's Tower and just the way that he fights, the only weapon that you're aware of that could do damage like this is Yorda's Warhammer. You are able to watch as the shadow demons very quickly. You're able to see, again, Olive and Mud making like shadow puppets with their hands on the wall. You're able to see one of those howler monkeys right next to one of the indentations on the wall. In the shadow, whip his head over, like arms go up, his arms go to his sides basically, and then seem like the shadow gets larger as it gets pressed into the wall more, and the shadow then goes limp and falls to the floor and disappears. If you want to give me a quick investigation check, please do so.
Yeah.
Also, Moss, you're fine. Your camera's not blurry at all.
Oh, it was blurry for me. Investigation?
Yep.
10.
10.
Got a 10.
10. 1. 2.
Oh!
It was a good run. It was a good run,
Yeah.
guys.
Not much can be gained from just seeing that, but you get the sense that these shadow demons have the ability to recreate like scenes of these murders somehow. With that, the shadow demons approaches you and goes, you, Mud, as you can speak this language, and goes, anything that we have not seen yet.
I give
Have
Mud.
you,
I give Mud very wide eyes before he speaks.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll an insight check on that. A 10. Wait, plus
You give them Yorda's full
3,
home address.
13.
This was our friend!
I fully dox him.
Okay.
I rolled a 13 insight. What are you trying to tell me?
Don't implicate Yorda or Skylar.
Here's the thing. I have a -2% to deception
They're
as
charmed.
well.
They're
so-
charmed.
I will give you advantage on the deception roll because they are charmed.
And I have Ben Luck. I can do
Against
that one more
all
time.
odds, Mud charmed demons, which is never a statement I thought I would say before, but
Yeah, I can use Ben Luck one more time.
And I think...
So
What about your coin?
doing a scan of the room. We've working on figuring out the magical signature. You know as well as I do that sharing information at this early of a stage is a little bit. It can imply we don't want our biases to get all mixed up, And so
we are literally demons.
yes, but you want to get the right person. Otherwise, then you're no better than the people out there. And anyways, so it'll be a little bit difficult to share information right now. I'll work through your higher ups to see if I can get more descended down to you later on. But I'd say you're going to want to focus on indentations and figuring out what kind of weapon that made.
Okay, got it. So we should just keep looking at what we're already looking at, right? Yes.
Well, yes, but you want to try looking at it from maybe a different perspective because you're very, pardon the pun, you're thinking very two-dimensional right now.
Make a quick roll.
And
Give me 1 second.
Ben Luck. Subtract a d4.
Very okay. Roll a d4. It has to be a 4. It has to be a 4.
4!
You. He looks at you and he goes, "That checks out. Yeah. No problem. Well,
Oh my god.
thank you for your input, and I appreciate you being so helpful."
Yeah, you know what? Listen, partners get all the credit, but you guys should get your day in the sun as well. What's your name, by the way? I never asked.
My name, not asked in so long. And Kai thinks about it for a second, as he probably hasn't had to. He goes, "The direct translation is difficult to say, but
Well, I mean, I speak Infernal, so you can just tell me that way.
that is true. Well, I kind of wanted to say the whole thing because I don't know. I just feel like a little bit too-
then
exactly.
obviously do that.
The
Do that, totally.
The longer version of it is the shine of a blade in an alleyway with the shadow of the moon in the background. Or Charles.
No.
Whichever one is easier to say.
Deeply cinematic. I love that. We love drama here in the higher ups. Yeah.
Yeah, is there anything else I can do for
yeah.
you? Yes.
No, I think we're about good. So yeah, we're more so dealing to see if there is, and we come in when there's suspicion of like outside magic happening.
Ah, okay.
Doesn't really seem to be a lot of that. We're specialists.
Okay,
So,
that makes sense,
you know,
yes.
I'm gonna get out of your hair if you have any,
yes, of course.
and I'm gonna let you.
Look, if it was anybody else,
I'm
I
gonna
would have
let
had
you
you
do your
explain...
job since you let me. Oh, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, if it was anybody else, I would have had them explain that before they looked at the murder scene. But because it's you, I just thought that, you're very
Yeah.
trustworthy.
Oh yeah, I get that a lot. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you do your job since you let me do mine. And hey, if we meet out in a tavern someday, let's get a drink.
Perfect. Excellent. Well, thank you for stopping
I'll
by.
pay.
Thank you, and thank you for telling us nothing of anything that you discovered. Excellent. Now have a good day.
Yeah, well, bureaucracy and yellow tape, but I'll be out. And Mud will just be like,
The whole time, Olive has just been looking at you like,
In a language that you cannot understand. That was like a fucking 4-minute conversation.
just from body language, she's like, this is... How badly can this go?
As you guys are able to rapidly exit the dam.
I do want to, before we leave, I want to quietly say to Olive, kind of, first of all, so that it doesn't seem weird that I'm speaking in common and not infernal. I want to say to Olive quietly, like I'm trying to not let the demons hear, but definitely loud enough for them to hear, say, based on the blood spatter, I would say that this had to be done by someone quite short, perhaps a halfling or a gnome. And those indentations over there, I'd say definitely had to have been done by a club of some sort, are the conclusions that I would make at this juncture.
Make a quick deception roll. God, okay.
Can I give advantage by saying, that seems very conclusive, thank you.
Yes, because I was gonna knock it down to disadvantage because obviously, but with that advantage, yes, give me a deception roll.
Okay. I rolled a 1 and a 9.
Okay.
That's a 14.
14.
That's good. That's good.
Then I'm going to roll. Okay, insight again. It's going to be a just a quick +3. It's got to be an 11 or higher to be a success. And I'm Drew, so I get a nat 1, and you're all good.
Yay!
It goes. Just the other guy is like, shadow of the blade in the alleyway, under the shine of the moonlight. We should take that idea and make it our own. And then he looks over and goes, Leon, excellent idea. And they just go back to investigating.
Shadow of the blade in
guys-
the alleyway.
You guys, we cannot use our just by the skin of our teeth luck right now before we go into battle.
Oh,
with
yeah, this
bards.
bodes poorly for us.
As you guys exit out of the dam, because that's significant information that you guys just gleaned from that. As you guys
Oh,
exit,
I fully changed back into.
yes,
to a-
as you guys are just
Oh, yes, before we do that.
because again, when that demon realizes that he's been charmed, he realizes that he's been charmed. So you guys very quickly descend the stairs, and it's just like you guys taking off the Western clothes and like turning yourself like shit. Yes.
We gotta go.
Yeah. Herb, as you use your masquerade tattoo, the masquerade begins falling off, just to go with that. As you begin kind of running down the stairs, I'll say that you're kind of like taking up the rear, and you realize that instead of it being like an immediate physical transformation, you just feel like manifesting its way like out of your, like almost like forming on top of you, just like an orange peel. Peels off of you. A giant, it's like a Mission Impossible reveal, but it's like the skin of a clementine, and so you just pull up one strip and you just reveal your face.
What the? And I like throw it.
And then like banana peels and like apple skins begin falling off of you as the disguise just completely like deformed. Like he sold you a true bill of goods. He told you how it was gonna work.
Calorie, is yours like this? And I'm,
No.
like, pulling off bananas.
It just kind of glitters.
It's just a glitter and it's a shine, and then you're just you again.
That's
Damn it.
interesting, but it does that. It smells
is it-
interesting.
Wait, this will be good for future.
You
No.
smell really good.
You do.
Is it fully ripened fruit, or is it just like peels?
Oh,
and
it's like
skins that we
peels.
can't
There
eat?
is no fruit. It's just peels.
So we can't eat any of this.
If you want to make a compost garden, I guess you could, but
Well, I was just thinking, I
Compost.
didn't know. I was like,
Can
what
I
if
pick
we
some
run
up
out of
and
food?
nibble on it?
yeah, you eat a full banana peel, Mud, no problem.
What if we run out of food on the ship? I could just do masquerade tattoo, and then all of a sudden I got fruit on me.
You
and
get
I want it
rescued,
now.
and it's like, oh, you seem to be full crazy just eating the peels of fruit and not the fruit themselves. Interesting.
It's all we have.
It's very complicated.
It's very strange because two of you can fish and just go into the water and grab fish.
We didn't think that
One of you is a
far.
druid. One of you is a druid with good berry.
You don't understand.
You see me in the background pulling off the peels.
You guys are able to exit out of the main door, and then Gorak and the partners, they're like, well, wasn't that just wonderful? And then they all look back, and there's a trail of fruit peels.
We are in apeling territory.
That is true. And they're like,
Fell from the sky.
well, if I'm being honest, they gotta clean up better after themselves. And you guys are
Sorry,
able to,
that was me. I have a big diet.
where were you holding the bye? Okay, and you guys run off before any more questions can be asked. Perfect. You guys have investigated the dam successfully, and more of that. I'm like crying. That was so funny. Yes, Kate, what's up?
No, I was just like lifting my fist in victory.
To be very honest, if you did not roll that 4 on that D4, they were going to go, and I quote, oh, okay, excellent. So you're not going to tell us? Perfect. Yes, Leon, get them. And then just how you just being chased out of the dam. So
Yep, fair.
We should save the banana peels to like leave for people to slip on during fights.
Oh,
That's what we should use it for.
I'll
Throw-
definitely do it.
We'll make a play out of it.
Yeah. We got time.
Yeah.
I am so ready. I
Mud,
love
stop eating all our banana peels.
We need them for cartoonish shenanigans.
Go eat some real food.
Calorie, we can fully make it so that you don't have ball bearings, you have 30 banana peels. Just throw on the ground.
Oh my god, yes.
Cannon.
It's like a fucking any comic just becomes fucking whackety sacks or yakety sacks. It makes the entire area fucking like it's like an oil spell, basically. A grease spell. Okay.
Good.
And I can
Like a
change the
Mario
music back
Kart.
over. Holy shit, that was funny.
So wait, do we have the banana peels or no?
No. No. You have like 2 if you want to
Alright,
have like
perfect.
2.
We got 2.
We got 2.
Two is two?
Who wants
Two
some?
is two.
Who wants some? Who wants it in their inventory?
I'll eat it.
No, we're
No, no,
holding
no,
on
no,
to
no.
it.
We'll
We're
get you
hold-
food. Real food.
Okay.
I'll
just
take-
give. I'll give him a
One.
cowrie.
Thank you. You can keep one if you want.
No.
That's fair. I'll keep them. I'll keep anything. 2.
Banana peels.
We're
Okay.
gonna forget about those, and they're gonna be rancid
Oh
the
yeah,
next
just
time you pull those
not
out.
brown, black, just fully like. Okay. Now are you guys going over to the overall like stage, the performance area? Where are you going now?
Will there be people of importance at the stadium?
Without a doubt, in my mind, yes.
And the tattoo only lasts for 1 hour? Is that the disguise
see.
self?
Well, yeah, you also dismissed it.
Yeah, but isn't it once a day?
Yes.
Yeah, the one I have is once per day as well.
You also
We'll have
get
it for tomorrow.
You also get the sense that it would be uncouth for any participants to hurt each other before the actual battle.
That's true.
Oh, I mean like head rolls or like Ophia or anything like that.
No. The biggest person you might expect would be like, God,
pleasure.
Iggy Turris probably, Captain Iggy. Like that, probably, but that's a stretch.
But he's not mad at us
No,
that we know of.
no, not yet.
Not yet.
Oops.
We'll fly under the radar until tomorrow. We'll do our best.
All right.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so
Technically, the only surprise would just be Cowrie and her being alive, because I said that Rhyme, Arthur, and Yorda were dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
We appeared from the sea like a miracle.
Yeah.
yeah,
And
It's a full moon miracle.
it's a full
The
moon miracle.
Full festival miracle.
You also get the sense that Sinta's the kind of guy to show up 30 minutes late to his own concert. Like he's one of those performers. Yeah.
Of course.
fuck that guy.
Yeah, no, for real. I paid good money of nothing to come and see this show, and he dares show up late? Okay.
You dare waste my precious time that I will never get back?
So anything else besides the stadium? The stage?
On the way there.
Yes.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
You can go.
No, I was just gonna say I've tried to do some shenanigans backstage, but you go first.
I was gonna say on the way there, I do just want to like share with talk to everyone, be like, so we all agree that was definitely Yorda and Skylar, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, their
I have-
magic was. Sorry, you go.
No, I was gonna say I've never been more disappointed in myself and my judgment of character.
They might have had a good reason.
I hope so.
No.
I hope so.
Uh,
One can hope.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Listen, just because somebody is good at making you think they're a good person doesn't mean you're bad. Like, doesn't mean you're the fool. You did nothing wrong. They're the fuckers who lied to you. You know, like it's not your fault that somebody decided to be an asshole. If
Well,
he's being an asshole, I don't know.
I walk ahead of the group.
I just think
Oh, I don't know if I helped there.
it's
Whoops. Okay.
It's okay.
We've
just-
done.
I just think like whatever they were doing on top of the dam was not that pressing to kill 9 people or whatever, you know.
No, we've done plenty of things that looked really bad on the outside when there were extenuating circumstances or people trying to kill us, or I don't know. Well,
He's just never been open to us. I feel like
that's true.
about anything.
Yeah.
We don't know anything about him. I don't know.
Well, we'll be wary if we see him again, at least. And we walk.
Hey, you guys can keep on trusting him and thinking he's got a good reason. That's great. That's good. Don't worry about staying on your guard. I'll take care of that next time we meet. So you can be like, hey, buddy, like, why did you murder 9 people in a seemingly cold blood? And then I could be the one being like, fucking watching you.
Thanks,
So.
Mud.
Peace.
I don't know if we're gonna be seeing them anytime soon anyway, so
Hey, do we have a plan for Battle of the Bards?
Be awesome.
well, Ophia thinks me and Cowrie are dead.
Yeah.
And I we also lied to MRPHD saying that some of us didn't have powers, so I trying not to use any of my magical abilities, and I'm probably gonna be in a disguise. So,
Question: Did we say that like we couldn't cast spells, or was it just like, oh, I've never had this experience?
I thought it was more so like she asked, I know for me specifically, it was like, does anybody in the group have any electrical capabilities or storm?
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
We were like, nope.
No.
Could you
not at
try and
all.
only do like non-electrical spells? Do you have any?
DM
Promising laughter.
DM would what kind of check would it be to like think if Morirak would even show up to the Battle of the Bards?
You get the sense that everybody's gonna be there. You get the sense that it's gonna be Mori, it's gonna be Yasa, it's gonna be Gilligan, it's gonna be Iggy, it's going to be Ortux, it's gonna be Talantis.
Cool.
I'll fall back with the group as soon as I hear the word plan.
Plan.
Plan. And just say, well, first of all, I'm assuming we'll most likely be running into our competitors when we get there. I had an idea, since we don't know much about the Pax Pachydans, but we know a lot about Sinta Pleasure. Perhaps we can propose to the Pax Pachydans a tentative alliance.
Ooh, that's a very good idea.
If they were to help us take out Sinta Pleasure, then the two of us could make it a fair fight.
Yeah.
Because Sinta Pleasure, from what you've told me, it doesn't sound like he's gonna fight fair at all.
No.
Not in a million years.
How like clearly here, like I know that I'm the tank. I'm gonna make sure you guys don't get hurt or hit, but like, should I focus on keeping somebody safe or
Keep Kaori safe, because last time we ran into Sinta Pleasure, he tried to kill them.
Okay, got it.
Who is all in the Battle of the Bards on our side? I know it's the four of us.
Four of us, Delilah.
Is the Duke in it or no?
Did we enter as 5 or 6?
I don't remember.
Because it was Rahi was gonna. Because originally Yorda was gonna be in our group, but then he
Right.
fucking skedaddled.
Well,
so
then I also added the Duke because we need to pay off our debt.
yeah.
But I think once Delilah
Yeah.
joined, he was like, oh, I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
So should we have Rahi join? Or should we do this? He's the smooth talker.
I turned, because I was assuming the Duke and
They're
Rahi
with
are
you,
I was, yes. Which one of you would like to join? It's all right if neither of you do.
The Duke puts his finger to his nose to do nose goes, and Rahi fully pushes him on the back towards all of you.
Dude!
You're a wonderful fighter, Duke. I know this is scary, but hey, remember when we met? You attacked us? You were doing great.
It will, thank you. Oh, we keep forgetting about that, but I do appreciate that. I guess it will just be like ballroom dancing once again, but this time instead of staring daggers, we'll be throwing them.
Yes,
Hey, you want it? No, you go. Sorry.
it's just as much as a performance as it is a battle, and even though Sinta Pleasure may not fight honorably, it is a non-lethal fight, as most organized fights in the Arbor are.
Okay, well, I can make sure that everybody is kind of performing up to code then. Make sense?
Yes, you were going to say something? My apologies.
Yes, Rahi, we need to seriously talk about how Nose Goes operates. And then the Duke steps back to speak with Rahi.
Oh, no. I was just gonna say, if you want to do something that's adventurous and like have all these cool stories to tell when you're older, like this is definitely one of them. Like, ooh, I fought at the Battle of the Bars and I killed a monkey and an elephant.
We're
Ooh,
not killing people, Mud. If you kill in this fight, you will be banned from the Arbor.
Okay, that is good to know. Thank you for letting me know
People
ahead
like
of time.
people like Cinta Pleasure may not follow these rules, but for us, we cannot kill anybody as much as we want
Okay.
to.
Cool. Yeah, okay, I've gotten really good at knocking people out. I'll just throw them through like a lot of walls.
There you
Okay.
go. Oh, and while we're planning, did we register under Rochi with Cutterjack? Did we give a name? I don't know if we did.
Oh, I'm trying to remember if we did.
Are they gonna announce us by name? Like individual names?
Well, with that thought, we could just enter in as a group, and perhaps we shouldn't enter under Rochi, just since most people that are there know us under that moniker.
Yeah. We can edit it. We can find whoever the announcer is when we get there and tell them something different.
I had some thoughts, but they're a little altered now that since Kari, you'll be disguised. Perhaps we could go as the Shinies.
I do like that. I think that's pretty good. The shinies.
Are you sure the two of you have to be disguised? I mean, I know safety and everything, but we're leaving the Arbor after this anyway.
That's true.
I'm just afraid that they will continue to follow us until they get us, if that makes sense.
We would just have to. Well,
Even after the Arbor.
we can't be everyone's top priority. They have to have jobs outside of chasing us.
It's a little bit, yeah, I agree. It's a little bit desperate if all you do is just chase around like 8 people.
Like
all
the
the
head
time.
roles have to run their district. They can't waste their time chasing us. They have to run things.
I don't have to be in the disguise because of Ophia, but I will not be using any spells, if that makes sense.
Remster!
What is happening?
Oh,
Oh, it's Remy.
It's the Remster.
Oh.
Hi, Remster.
Sorry, as we were saying.
Oh, I was just saying that we don't have to do the disguise then, because that's really only for Ophia, but I just think there's so many people who potentially are on to us about these weird powers and stuff that I'm just not gonna.
Well, if it sounds like they're looking for a full set, so maybe, I don't know.
I'm not. I understand your concern. I'm not concerned if Ophia realizes I was lying. She's already paid off my family, so we have some semblance of an agreement.
Will she go back and potentially kill your family? Yeah.
I don't. Will I know it, Drew? DM? What?
Nope. Just pure
Can I make a roll
guesswork.
Can I roll about it?
Pure guesswork.
She gave them a lot of gold. I would hope she wouldn't, and I hope that I'm a larger priority than they are.
This is your call, I think.
For your disguises?
Yeah.
Can we
What?
make, like-
Why?
It's affecting your family.
I.
Can we
Cody-
make like a... Sorry.
No, you were going to say something, Cowdy. Please help me.
I was gonna say, can we make like a strategy
me.
check of
Yeah.
how dangerous it might actually be for us to not be in disguise versus in disguise?
Sure. Yes,
What is
I will.
it? What is-
Make it intelligence plus proficiency.
Okay. Oh.
Baby.
Intelligence?
23.
23.
Intelligence plus 1. What's
Plus proficiency, which is plus 3.
18?
Plus 3 minus 2 for an 11.
18.
18. Okay. Olive and her. Let's get down to brass tacks here. Olive, your family is not going to stick around in the Arbor after the Battle of the Bards. They're going to go after the Full Moon Festival. They're going to go home. Ophia attacking your family while they're on the grip aisle is suicide. That is a suicidal thing to do. Them being closest to their altars and their community and their defenders and their wave riders, she would kill herself by doing that.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not they'd be in good graces is kind of up in the air. Whether or not they'd be able to come back to the Arbor when Ophia is there, that's up in the air. But you get the sense of like, okay, if you guys do this, and if you guys aren't disguised, there will be a little bit of leeway between, like, you're gonna have a month of leeway in between it possibly being a problem again. Make sense?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, convey that to the group. I only bring it up because... Oh no! Darby, where'd you go?
Bye, Darby.
my
Oh,
God,
they're right there.
I'm trying to find it. Sorry.
I looked away and you were gone. I was like, wait!
I'm still listening. I just don't know what happened to my die.
No, you're good. Yeah, I convey that to the group, and I also say, I only bring it up because, Cowdy, you're the star of our group, and I want you to be able to shine in this battle. So I'm hesitant about disguises because I want the world to be able to see how brightly you shine, and I feel like it would be a disgrace if you were disguised as someone else. But of course, my family will be fine. It's up to the two of you whether you want to be disguised. Another name I also suggested were if we were maybe Cowrie and the Shinies or Cowrie and the Dame Slayers, perhaps.
Ooh. I do kind of like that as a slap in the face to Cinta.
I think it would be good, and I don't think it would have the same oomph if you were, I don't know, Glub Shito.
What'd you say to me? You guys keep walking by.
Sorry, no, not you.
There's... Okay. Then... You can absolutely still disguise yourself if it would make you feel more safe. Do you mind terribly if I don't?
Go ahead.
Okay. Then I think that...
Either way, I think they're gonna come after us, so.
Well, it's connection.
I figured they'd piece it together eventually either way.
Yeah. More so if we had time, or, but it's fine.
They wouldn't be able to drop everything and chase us with pitchforks and torches.
Well, they are pirates. What is their real job?
They had roles?
Well, not the head rolls, but, I guess, yeah, you're right. The head rolls do really have
Yeah,
jobs.
Ophia has a business to run.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for them, we are bigger, better, badder pirates. So.
And it's not just us. We have Rahi and the Duke and their ships. We now have Captain Wavebreak and hopefully his family with us.
In the interest of concluding soon, as I know we all have important days tomorrow, as you mention her specifically, you say, these people have lives outside of being here, outside of chasing us. What do they do in their free time? You guys are able to arrive at the stage, at this massive constructed structure, just having been recently completed. Fresh wooden smell, all of the nails, Cowrie, completely shiny. It's like glittering stars as you walk in, and you guys are actually able to come in, from whole stuff into the rear, go up one of the multiple staircases leading up into the back end structure, and then into a back room behind the main stage. And there will be more preparation for next session, but next session will be the beginning of the Battle of the Bards. And I want to get one more little description done before we end tonight. That sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys kind of make your way in. Again, no real security. Wait 1 second here. No, like, heavy security. Again, this place doesn't really have anything of value in it because the stars have not yet arrived. But besides you guys, the stars haven't arrived. And there aren't, like, massive crowds gathering. Again, you have an entire other day before this fight will begin. And as you guys walk in, muffled by the wooden doors and the wooden walls, you're able to just hear a thundering voice before you even enter in the building say, "Well, then what do you mean you don't know what happened to it then?" And as you guys are able to enter inside, one second to get the music just right here. Glup shitto.
That's so good.
As you guys enter inside, 6.5 feet tall, but that does not give justice to how wide this figure is. Grayed skin with like pinkish scar tissue in between the little like gaps of his armor. At least, God, I'd say maybe 500, 600 pounds, even at this like relatively short height for that weight. You are able to see a massive lumbering Loxodon figure. "Well then, what are you talking about?" And he seems to be talking. As you guys enter in, you're then also able to see like a rail-thin figure, bony face, hair pulled back in a ponytail, dressed in the traditional garb of a scholar. Everyone give me a quick history check on this figure.
With advantage?
With advantage, yes. Advantage for Cowrie and Olive.
8.
13.
13?
19.
19?
11.
11? Olive, you've actually seen some of these people before. You would actually, first of all, you would just see the way that like the light kind of hits this person's skin. Almost like a sparkly or almost like scaly texture, even though they have like Caucasian skin. You were able to notice this is a mermaid, absolutely. Simply not displaying any of the qualities as they are not in water right now. And the way in which they are dressed, the way in which she carries herself and carries her books, you would know her as an argumentor. And the argumentor, they are a subsection of wizards formed in the Point Isle.
She a lawyer?
Yeah, but in more creative words.
She puts on a suit?
Kind of. Okay. As you are able to walk around, again, this huge figure kind of blocking off what exactly he's talking to, you realize that kind of behind, like in front of this figure, as you guys are kind of like able to like sneak a glance, essentially. You don't see another. Well, I guess you kind of like, in a way, you see another person. As this rail-thin figure is moving her hand and twiddling her fingers, you are able to see words begin pulling themselves out of her spellbook and then begin latching themselves into like a shimmering mirage, seeming like how like rainbows will form in the midst of waterfalls, similar to that. And through this rift, you're able to see another Loxodon figure. But this Loxodon figure is not surrounded by wood and is not surrounded by this like kind of massive structure. Rather, you're able to see a clear sky. You're able to see these massive domed buildings. You're able to see lush vegetation, and you're able to see like in like blips in the background, like ding, ding. You're able to see like warriors, like Loxodon warriors, like training with each other. As you're able to hear this other figure say, "Well, I'm just not entirely sure what happened, but we found him like that this morning, and we're worried right now. You need to get back ASAP." And you're able to hear this like massive figure say, "Well, what do you want me to do about it? My son and my wife and I, we're gonna be for the Battle of the Bards, and I need to... I'll be back soon." And you watch as this like massive Loxodon figure like bats away the projection, immediately looks over to this rail-thin figure and goes, "Honey, I'm so sorry. Your projection wasn't the problem. It was all on me. I'm very sorry about that." And you're able to watch as this thin mermaid figure goes, "Tindrum, it's okay. I know it's very important to you. If you need to leave, that is more than all right. Can you tell me what happened?" Everyone here give me a stealth check as you guys are just fully listening into the conversation.
Ooh, that was good. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20?
15.
15?
A 12.
A 12?
I'm gonna flip my coin and see if I get a better one.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Oh, I'm also gonna flip my coin. Actually.
Dirty 20. You guys are kind of like hiding behind him basically as you're able to hear him say, honey, I don't know what happened. Look. The Tusk of Tales was stolen, and look, the guards are okay. No one died. We don't know what happened. It happened during the night, and they were found frozen in blocks of ice. And I gotta get back there. We gotta get after whoever stole it. We don't know what's going on. But I'm gonna have to miss the festival. I just don't know, and I'm sorry. Thea, I know how important this is to Lurjo. And Thea goes, Lurjo will be okay. We will find a replacement for our team. You have been teaching him well. Tindrum then goes, all right then, well, let's wait for him to come out then, and I'll tell him what's going on. And as he says that, from a back room, opening up, you're able to see shorter, about 5'3", 5'4", very short Loxodon, pinkish skin. You're able to see his tusks still growing out. He goes, oh, and Pop, they got a whole room full of drums back there. As he walks out, Warhammer on his back. As you are able to see Lurjo Vin display himself. This being seemingly some of the main members of the Pax Pachydons that will be competing against you in the Battle of the Bards. And before we end off, just trying to make it very clear, you were all able to hear that. Frozen in blocks of ice, beating the Pax Pachydons, a musical group known to be proficient warriors, an ancient relic stolen from their home island. There's only one organization that could pull that off. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
It's a whole session of our old allies just doing fuck shit.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're all having a good
Stole
time.
fizzy lifting drinks.
Yeah, he stole fizzy lifting drinks.
Rhyme stole fizzy lifting drinks.
I'm having a great time.
You know, everybody, we all having a good time.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
And yes. Holy crap.
Yo ho ho.
Yours doesn't fuck shit. Ryan's doing CIA stuff. Just looking.
Uh-oh.
Yar har fiddle dee dee. Yes.
And meanwhile, Arthur's.
Yeah. It really is wild to be like, in like 15 sessions, I'll be like, okay, I have to describe slavery in this world. The tone is going to massively change. So
That's why we don't want to leave.
it's okay, because we're gonna go and kill every single person that ever put a collar on anybody. Don't worry.
Hell yeah.
Make it very clear, none of these motherfuckers are redeemable. It is okay. But yes, the Vin family and the Pax Pachydons are here.
I love them.
And I still got more reveals planned. What's up?
Her hears about the drum room and is like, ooh, drums, and just runs away.
Oh, drums.
Like, drums.
But yes, for a session where I had nothing planned, was that fun?
That was
You
so
did
good.
so much stuff.
That was good. Good. Okay.
You
excellent.
had the shadow of a blade in an alley by the moonlight.
Charles
and Leon.
and Leon. I didn't write down their full demon names.
I tried my best.
What is Leon's full demon name?
Ah, Christ. Well, if I have to go in my notes, which I have none of, I could probably say that his would be... Because it's all like very like clandestine, like shadowy operations of like probably like the formless shadow that takes after the wisps of flame of a torch. Something like that, like something that's like very like, you know, just kind of creepy, like when you think about it. But its name, it translates to Leon in common, so.
In what?
So funny.
Leon.
No, in what language does it translate to Leon?
Well, again, try.
Common.
That's a bit of
common,
a fucking
thank you.
mouthful, huh?
I don't know. I thought it was very poetic and beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah,
The
beautiful.
way in which you sent a shiver down my spine when you were like, they're whispering like two burglars like in a house.
Terrifying. But yes, but shivers down your spine. We are going to meet up with the Vins. We are going to begin the Battle of the Bards. Cinta Pleasure is going to arrive, and we are going to see exactly how the Battle of the Bards checks out.
Oh,
in our
he's
next
gonna
episode.
show up late. Don't let him in.
Exactly.
Call time was 7.
But But with
You
all of
cannot
that,
come in until intermission.
Qualified.
thank you everybody for
At
sitting
the
at the table
usher's
with us.
discretion.
We deeply appreciate you
Exactly.
guys sitting at the table with us, and we hope you all have a wonderful
Yes,
evening.
thank you,
We'll be
Yo Mom 33
Yo,
Val.
Mom, that is
That's me.
Gal.
Yes, Gab.
Thank you, Gab.
Okay, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be catching you next time. Much love, everybody. Peace
Good
out.
night.